All right, my good people, I hope you all are having an amusing day. In today's video, guys, let us talk about Richard Hart's so-called Mr. Proof new project, which everybody is now talking about. If you are not following things up, I want you to understand that Richard Hart recently come out and said and announced that he's going to launch a new project called Mr. Proof. It's going to be like removing the middleman, like he always claimed that he is helping you. That is what he always say. But let me tell you, fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, shame on me. Richard Hart did not even fool us for once. He made us sacrifice for Pulsex, PulseChain. Now things are looking like we are going to sacrifice for Mr. Proof. Now everybody is now the whole dummy robot army following Richard Hart up and down, sucking his dick, and now coming out and say, oh yeah, we are going to sacrifice, it's going to moon. It believe in something. Very foolish human being, set of people who don't understand and who don't use their brain. I want to teach you a lesson. I want you to understand critically. Use your brain for once and for all. You sacrifice for PulseChain in 2021 and you waited 2 years of your life. You could have bought doing the deep. You did not buy anything. You did not diversify your portfolio. You were waiting for your sacrifice to moon and you become instantly millionaire. What happened? It failed. Pulsex, PulseChain, everything failed. Hex, everything failed for complete 2 years. In the history of blockchain, no blockchain have already failed like PulseChain and Pulsex. It's completely failure. And you gave Richard Hart $600 million. He couldn't even 1x that money in 4 years, even despite Bitcoin being at 15K. He couldn't even 1x it. At least if he bought Bitcoin at 15,000 today, he would have had 4.something billion dollars, and he would have used it inject into this ecosystem. He didn't do it because he's so dumb. He didn't know what he's doing. And now that the same founder, after all these years of hide and seek, all these years of hiding, and some of you are saying, oh, he beat the SEC, he beat the SEC, he beat the Security Exchange, oh, PulseChain won. Now I am asking you, I'm challenging you, dummy ass people. Tell me one crypto project that have not beat the SEC, the Security Exchanges, in the last 1 year of Donald Trump presidency. Everything was not. We have a crypto-friendly president. Nobody is suing anybody in crypto anymore. CZ get pardoned, and some of you are still don't even use your brain to understand that we have a new government in power. And you're saying, oh, he beat the Security Exchange. Now you are preparing to give him your money. Which money, of course? Because if you have money, you could have bought Pulsex and PulseChain. If like this is 2 years. A whole 2 years is a lot. Man, 2 years is a lot of your life. 2 years of you being down, constantly losing money. The cost averages doesn't even reflect the replies. And now, instead of him to come out and list PulseChain at every exchange, he started device marketing, which obviously failed. Now he come up with another useless name, Mr. Proof, which doesn't even sound professional. And now he's telling you that you are going to sacrifice, don't expect anything from profit of others. And dummy ass followers who doesn't even use their brain, who have something going on with their brain, who has destiny to fail, can't even question themselves and say, wait a minute, what am I doing here? I give this dude $600 million 4 years ago. He couldn't even 1x it. He couldn't even put it on a yield farming that will be helping the project. Now he bought Ethereum at 3,800. And what did he do? He now secretly cashing out from Tornado Cash. And he have already sold 19 million at the bottom. Remember, he bought it at 3,800 average price. And he sold at 3,300. Guess what he want to do? He was secretly hiding this money so that when he posts the next phase of sacrifice, he will be using this money to sacrifice for the new useless Mr. Proof, whatever he wants to launch. That is what his game. That is why he's hiding the wallet of the sacrifice money. He will use the same money, $600 million. He will put it in that sacrifice money, giving you the illusion, giving you the impression that people are sacrificing. Now you will use your hard-earned money, give to him again, and you wait for 2 years. Guess what? 2027 will not be funny in crypto. That is going to be bear market. You wait for him for 2 years to launch his shit coin again, and they dump. Now you have to shell PulseChain, intensive token. Now, have he tell you the work of intensive token? Do you ask? Now you shell intensive token, you shell Hex. Now you shell Mr. Pluve, and you also shell Miss Wanted. 6 different coin from a founder who couldn't even 1s the price of things. Now look at everything is green in the space. Now, if you want to buy PulseChain after 2 years, you can't even bleed your money and buy. The bleed, everything suck. And nobody's talking. We pretend, oh, we are doing great. Oh, we have a horrible founder, which when I call him out, some of you who have maggot in your brain can't even listen very well. And now you have capitalized and say, oh, the reason why why Hex did the 10,000 S is because of doing the sacrifice. Now listen, my friend, let me educate you. Let me remember you something that you don't know, because you are foolish. You don't know. I am so pissed off now because I was expecting the community to reject this with like everybody should reject this and said, oh, come on, this is our project. You have to do the right thing. But some of you have maggot in your brain, you don't listen. Now, in 2021, we remember the narrative was DeFi, staking. Everything was about staking. Buy and burn was not in fashion. It's only a few projects that are doing buy and burn that time. And you know narrative. When narrative is heating up, don't underestimate the power of narrative. You look at Zcash. This cash went from $20 to $700. That is narrative, privacy coin. So that doesn't mean that next bull market, Zcash will do this wonder. No, it's because of privacy coin is now the narrative. That's why it flipped from 100 million market cap to over 10 billion market cap. It flipped under 30 days because of privacy coin narrative. Now, the narrative then in 2021 was DeFi, staking. And Hex was one of those staking mechanisms which you stake your coin for 15 years. People are staking for 2 years. Most people stake their coin, and guess what? The narrative was there. The chat house was there steaming. The community was building, and boom, it went up. It went up 1,000x. So a coin that went up 1,000x, now staking Ethereum become overused, and gas fee was high, and layer 1 was blowing off. Solana blow off, Avalanche blow off. Every layer 1 that launched in the previous cycle was blowing off. Even Cardano, KDA that now went out of business, they blowed off. They went to $20. Every layer 1 that you can launch, get your hand on, was blowing off. Now, Richard Hart coin, Hex, went up 1,000 something percent. 1,000%. Now, gas fee on Ethereum staking Hex was not given. People are no longer staking. Now, Richard Hart now say, okay, I'm going to solve this problem. Ethereum gas fee is high because the narrative again was layer 1. I'm going to build a layer 1. You know, that will help Ethereum, fork off Ethereum, is going to help Ethereum reduce the gas fee so that it's going to be a home of Hex, everything Hex. Boom. Everybody now say, oh, okay, I'm all in. If this founder who created Hex is going to launch layer 1, oh, it's going to be great. And before you know, he said it's going to be a sacrifice. Then people already made a lot of money on Hex. They started sacrificing Hex. Most people, let me explain again. Most people couldn't sell their Hex because people bought 1,000 on Hex, and now they are sitting on $10 million, and there's no liquidity to sell Hex. Now he started the sacrifice phase, which now give people ability to sacrifice Hex to get more PulseChain. Now people send $10 million worth of Hex, $20 million worth of Hex, which they couldn't even sell in open market, because the only way you can sell Hex then was on Uniswap, and there's no enough liquidity to sell. All right. Now, people now sacrifice Hex, 400 million Hex, and the total sacrifice of Hex was 360 billion, almost all the whole circulation supply. It was sacrificed to Hex. And during that phase, people were Hex was going up because it was sacrificing it. Nobody was actually selling, and people was rushing to sacrifice. Everybody was saying, "Oh, Richard Heart is going to launch layer 1." And the narrative then was layer 1 was pumping, Solana was pumping, As Infinity was pumping. Everything was blowing off in 2021. People have a lot of money, and that is how Hex managed to go to 5 cents doing 10,000x. Do you understand? And then the sacrifice ended in December 2021. Then February, December again, he's going to launch a buy and bond because another narrative was coming out. Buy and bond. BNB started doing buy and bond. He said he's going to launch a buy and bond mechanism called Pulsex, which was going to be every transaction you do on Pulsex is going to be buying and bonding, and everything will be deflationary. Pulsex will moon. Everybody who missed PulseChain sacrifice now went hard. Even some people take loan saying this founder who built something that went up 10,000x is going to launch DEX. It's going to be decentralized exchange. No middleman. It's going to be buy and bond. Oh, this is it. Everybody launch sacrifice for Pulsex even more than PulseChain. Do you understand the narrative? How the narrative was blowing, how people get bullish on Richard Heart? I want you to pay attention to that, so that before you digest what he's this coward, this fool who call himself Richard Heart, before you digest what he's saying, you understand where all this thing is coming from. Do you understand the pattern? How people become bullish on this? Now, everybody's saying, "Oh yeah, decentralized exchange. Oh, imagine Uniswap is having 100 and something million trading volume. Is good burning, or everything will burn under 1 year." Boom. We sacrifice for PulseChain and Pulsex, and we get about $1 billion in sacrifice. Before he sell everything, he managed to extract $600 and something million. And then we enter bear market. Now we wait for 2021, 2022, 2023, almost 2 years for PulseChain to launch. Finally, it launched. Guess what happened? Everything turned negative. If you want to know the success of a launch, go and look at Hyper chart. Where is Hyper? If you want to know the success of a launch, go and look at Hype. The chart of Hype. Okay, this is what I call a success project launching. That is how you say this project was success. It went up from the day of. It never went below the sacrifice phase. That's when you know that this project is look at it. It launched. From launching, it dipped. From there, it went up. This is it. That is what I call a project. A project that doesn't fail. The same thing if you blink out Ethereum, if you blink out every project, every successful project, it went down and boom, it take off. All right. Now, if you blink out even Asta that launched yesterday, if you blink out the chart of Asta, let's blink out the chart of Asta, okay? Let's blink out the chart of Asta. You see, it's launched, boom, it's never went below the sacrifice phase. Everybody who bought Asta at the day one, they are in a massive profit. They are in 2000x profit. That is what you say, this is a solid project. But you cannot say that when you blinked out to the sacrifice of PulseChain. If you want to talk about PulseChain, all right, it's down, massively down. Like, as I'm talking to you, it's even going down, more down. It's down. Everybody that sacrificed for it at 301 is down, forever down. For more than 2 years, trading down. So there's nothing you can tell me that it is not a failed project. PulseChain have failed. Richard Heart have failed miserably. He have failed the community. He have let everybody down. Everybody who have high hope in him. If you tell me that that PulseChain and Pulsex live up to the expectation that how people later it, then you are a fool, bloody fool at that matter. Then you don't know anything. Then you should not be in crypto. Richard Heart failed miserably. There's no way you can tell me that. The last failure where he put the nail in the coffin is when he's talking about the Mr. Pluve. Let me tell you, you could have used the since he want to remove the middleman, and he always say that Hex remove the middleman. Hex is stand for the middleman. If it is a reasonable founder, if it is not a scammer, if he's not here to extract liquidity from you, what he could have done is he could have launched this project to call it HexH. He could have launched it as a HexH, and he will use Hex because it's only Hex that is inflation token on Richard Heart project. He would have used Hex as a token function for this Mr. Pluve, so-called Mr. Pluve new project. There's no need for him to launch a new token because we have enough token going around that people don't even have money to buy. Because if people have money to buy this token, we should not be at this price now. There's no way we should be at this price. And it doesn't even make sense that, come on, everybody is waiting for $600 million to come and buy this token and make you a millionaire. How many of us that want to be a millionaire? 200,000 of us. And we have 1 billion plus S. Even if you blink that 200 million, 600 million, are you sure that all of us will be a millionaire? No. The answer is no. So how do we go from here? We have a horrible founder, obviously, who is shamelessly, who doesn't have shame. I thought that is the man of ego, who doesn't like to fail, but he is whatever they said he is, I can tell you that 100% true. Because you cannot tell me that everybody is pointing out, oh, you are a bad man, you are a bad person, and you are saying, oh no, I'm not a bad person. If everybody say you are a bad person, definitely something, somehow, you are what everybody said you are. There's no two ways about it. If PulseChain, if Richard Heart says that he care about PulseChain, he care about this, he could have said, okay, I'm coming out with a new project called Remove the Middleman, or with Mr. Pluve or whatever. Even he could have choose more professional name like Hex Exchange or PulseChain Exchange, and he will use Hex or use the existing token as the functional token. Because now we want to add value to this ecosystem. We don't want to create more stress to people. Now if you launch the so-called Mr. Pluve buy and burn token, everybody use it and is born. What become the fate of Pulsex, PulseChain, and even Hex? Mr. Richard, I'm asking you. And for those of you who are delusional, who doesn't even use your light hand, your light brain, who think with your anus, ask yourself in the middle, am I getting younger? For how long will this useless person who doesn't have family, who doesn't even know what family is all about, who doesn't marry at age of 47, for how long will he toil with my future? Ask yourself that. The funny thing about scamming is you don't know they are scamming you until you become too late. It become obviously. That's the most funny thing. You're always going to believe. That's, as a Nigerian man, as a guy man who grew up in the street, you don't know that they are scamming you until it become too late. They take $1 from you, take $1 from you. You continue giving until you run out of cash, until you become miserable. Then people will be telling you, this is a scam, man. This is a scam. You don't want to believe it. You call everybody is a fool because you are being selling a dream that doesn't exist anywhere. We have been sold a dream that doesn't exist. Yes, of course, we have sold a dream that doesn't exist. So that's why I said, you fool me once, shame on you. But if you fool me twice, shame on me. If I am going to sacrifice for this proof or whatever, Geniko, that means I am the most foolish human being on earth. I don't care if it launch or it becomes successful. If PulseChain, Pulsex is a failure, Hex is a failure, there's nothing coming out of Richard Heart is going to be success. If Richard Heart could not 1x or even 2x 600 million in 4 years, even when Bitcoin was 15,000, he is not a smart trader. Boom. If he could laugh at Ethereum at 800 and he could not buy and he went and buy it at 3,800, he is the worst trader. You don't come here to tell me anything. You don't come here to tell me about weak hand. You don't come here to tell me about 50-week checkout because this is 2 years. So don't come here to tell me any rubbish. This guy have proven, we have given him every benefit of doubt. We have given him every benefit of doubt. to prove himself. He continued to show that he's a bloody scammer, he's a liar. If ask yourself, a man at his caliber with all this money that he claimed to have, and he didn't have a family, he's not married. Is it a man that you want to trust your future with, toiling with you? Huh? That is why I'm undercover crypto agent. I don't filter my words. If you are foolish, I will tell you are foolish. Just unsubscribe to my channel. Get out. I don't want to entertain foolish people. All right? If you are doing well, I call you out. I say you are doing well. And now, when I told you people to diversify your portfolio, I told you to buy OP. I told you to buy Tire. I told you to buy Arbitrum. I told you to buy a couple of crypto when all of them are down. Now all of them are bouncing. Yes, my portfolio is bouncing. For disclaimer, I am not in PulseChain anymore. I have moved out. Maybe when the price dropped to 17, or maybe I can buy at a cheaper rate. But at this point, I don't want to stick my future, my entire future, in the hand of a useless one man who doesn't have a future, who doesn't have a family, who doesn't know what it means to give your wife a very beautiful life. All right? So as I'm talking to you, my portfolio is up. As you can see, everything is in green candle, and the PulseChain is dumping because we have a founder who is a foolish, who is a scamming, who doesn't have pity. When you cry to him, oh no, we are going down, what is going to happen? He tell you to go and do more marketing. Go on board more people who don't understand crypto. Now ask yourself, why did he spend $7 million buying a device to give to newbies who's sitting in their home comfortably, who doesn't know anything about crypto, telling them that PulseChain is the next Ethereum, lying to them? When we know, me and you know, brother to brother, we know that PulseChain tech doesn't match up with anything in crypto. Isn't even at Ethereum is sitting at 300 and something, 14,000x in price, performance, appreciation over the past 7 years. All right, it's still 10s, it's still just 3s or 4s cheaper to transact on Ethereum than PulseChain. When PulseChain is down 10s from sacrifice phase. So how do you compare it? So what happened if PulseChain appreciate for 10,000s? Do you think anybody can use that chain again? No. You are going to pay even 500 in trading fee. That's why PulseChain is a failure. If you look at the tech, it doesn't add up. You can do better, man. So are you sacrificing for here? It's all up to you. But I'm telling you the fact. I don't filter my word. I don't beg you. I don't massage the foolish people. If you're foolish, get out from my channel. I don't need to talk to you. I am so pissed off. I am so angry because this guy look at me in the face and think he can scam me 1, 2, 3, 4 times. How dare you? You are a foolish person. You laugh at Ethereum when Ethereum was 800. You could have bought. You are showing, oh, PP, you are doing outrage marketing. Now Ethereum is at 3,800. You lost and go and buy. Now Ethereum is dumping. You lost and go and sell. You are a foolish founder. You don't tell me it's checking out. Hey, the weekend. Weekend for how many years? Anybody that is here up till now is not a weekend. The weekend have already sold at even 2S. The very first day that I launched, everybody dump. And you are telling me it's a weekend. It's a weekend. Hey, you are the worst foolish human being I've ever met. Where do we go from here is what I am here to tell you. Don't waste your money to sacrifice for anything. Just wait, watch the chart. If it dip, more deep, I think more deep will come. Maybe he will use 1 million to buy it and create a green candle to give you impression of what is going to happen. Hey, don't even sacrifice your money for any useless coin that is going to come out of Richard Hart. That's why I'm making this video. Don't you dare sacrifice your money to Richard Hart. Don't you dare. You don't make mistake number 1, mistake number 2, and number 3, and you say you are smart. You are not smart anymore. You are a foolish person. Don't you dare use your hard-earned money sacrifice for anything Richard Hart put to wallet and say put your money there. You are not useless to do that. I know. Now he's hiding this fund, this sacrifice money fund, so that he create 1,000 wallet and use it and sacrifice it for this useless coin that's going to launch. And he will give you the illusion that people are sacrificing, and you will form and go and sacrifice. And what come of you is what I don't know. But I can tell you for free that you will regret it, of course. So thank you all for watching, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you are not foolish enough to buy this useless thing that's called Mr. Pluve. It's not even professional name. You can have used any name, or UniX, or Uniswamp, or Uni everything, or everything decentralized. Mr. Pluve, what kind of horrible, useless, unprofessional name, joke? Who does that? You are a foolish man to come here to deceive people, thinking, listen, you don't know you are getting scammed until you become so down badly. That is one of the worst reasons about getting scammed. But I tell you now, there are a lot of crypto project is down that can give you 10x even from here. It's time for you to diversify your money. It's not too late. Even if you are holding PulseChain and Pulsex, it have already held your money. You can now put it in OP, Arbitron, ZK Sync. Anything can give you 10x from here. Don't waste your money tied down for more than 2 years waiting for Mr. Pluve or whatever. Genico. Don't waste your remaining days of this bull on. You got a family to feed. You got a wife to take care of. You got everything to put together. You don't need to waste your time. Thank you for watching, and make sure you stay crypto. I will see you in the next one.